Hello, my name is Rachel Wilson and I am the Health and Wellness Fellow at the Latin United Community Housing Association, or L.U.C.H.A for short. And my job entails creating programming, health and wellness programming for tenants, and informing people about the connection between the housing that you live in and your health. So there are a lot of ways that the housing that we live in can actually affect our physical health and our mental health. So I'm going to go over a couple of different tips for keeping a healthy home, and after that I will go through a little demonstration about how to make your own healthy, non-toxic cleaning products, because a lot of the cleaning products that you buy at the store are actually have a lot of chemicals that are not good for you in them. But first I'll go over a couple of tips about keeping your home as healthy as you possibly can. So of course most of us spend the majority of our day in our homes. We sleep there, we eat there, and we spend time, hanging out with our family there. So ensuring that our home is healthy makes a lot of sense. Healthy homes are usually dry, pest-free, contaminant-free, ventilated, clean, safe, and thermally controlled. And you can find out a lot more information about healthy homes at the National Center for Healthy Homes website. If you just Google National Center for Healthy Homes, it'll come right up. So we'll go over some quick tips for keeping your home healthy. First is to keep clutter down. So clutter will collect dust and makes it harder to clean a home. And dust can, of course, it can make asthma worse or allergies worse. So we recommend that you store your belongings in plastic or cardboard boxes instead of keeping them in piles or stacks. And you can move the boxes to make cleaning easier. So another tip is to watch out for dust mites. Make sure that you're working to keep dust mites down. And the ways that you can do that are to use zippered plastic mattress and pillow covers beneath sheets and pillowcases. You can find those at many different stores across the community. Anywhere where bedding is sold. You can buy them at a local department store, for example, or through the mail. So make sure that you wash your bedding frequently, including blankets, pillow covers, and mattress pads in hot water. So temperatures above 130 degrees are temperatures that kill dust mites. So make sure that when you're washing your sheets, you wash them in hot water. Another healthy tip is to check your appliances. So make sure that your gas appliances, if you have a fireplace, your furnace, or if you have a wood-burning stove, make sure that they have yearly checkups to keep down the soot and protect you from dangers of carbon monoxide. So check the filter on your furnace or your air conditioner a couple of times a year to make sure that it's not building up, and make sure that you change your furnace often, your furnace filter often. And buy filters that are rated at MERV 8 or higher. So that just 8 or higher is a higher level of particulates that the filter is actually taking out of the air. And usually 2 to 4 times per year is a good measure for changing your filter. So smoking is another thing to watch out for in the home. Make sure that you're not smoking inside of your home. It is best to quit smoking, but if you're not looking to quit smoking, you should make sure never to smoke inside the home, because that secondhand smoke can affect other people that don't smoke that live in the home, and can have impact on their health. And also make sure not to smoke in your car, because that can also linger and affect anyone else who might be in that car. So use your fans. That is another tip. Make sure to use the fans that are located in your bath and your kitchen, and make sure that they exhaust to the outside. So using fans reduces moisture in your home that can trigger mold growth and asthma or other breathing issues. And the fans also filter away allergens and contaminants from the air. So it's a really good idea to, when you're taking a shower, when you're cooking, make sure that your fan is turned on so that air is getting nice and circulated and cleaned. Another really important tip for healthy housing is to use a carbon monoxide and smoke detectors in your home. So they recommend that you install carbon monoxide alarms outside sleeping areas, and install smoke alarms on all floors and in every bedroom. This reduces risk from death from carbon monoxide poisoning. and it also reduces the risk of deadly fires. So it's recommended that you check your smoke alarm, and there's usually a test button on your smoke alarm. Check that once a month to make sure that it's working properly in the event of a fire. Another important tip is to clean your home often. So since cleaning puts dust in the air, make sure that you have someone without allergies or asthma take on most of the cleaning, and wear a dust mask if you can't, if you have asthma, yet you're still trying to clean your home, so that you don't breathe in any of the dust, and that can affect your asthma. So now I'll go into a little bit more detail about mold. So mold is something that can easily occur in your home. It's also usually easy to clean if you catch it quick enough, but it can have adverse health effects. It can affect asthma and other respiratory issues. So it can also cause your allergies to act up. So it's best not to breathe in any mold. So the main thing that mold needs to grow is water. So it's great to make sure that all surfaces, floors, areas in your home are clear of water and there's no damp areas. So try to keep your home dry. And this keeping your home dry will also help reduce instances of roaches and dust mites. So the thing that is actually harmful in the mold is the mold spore. So that's something that the mold produces, and it flows through the air, and that's what you breathe. And that is what can be detrimental to your health. So a good rule of thumb is just try to keep your home as dry as possible to avoid mold. So mold is most likely to grow in moist places, including bathrooms, especially around the shower and the tub. In wet or damp basements and crawl spaces, around leaky bathroom and kitchen sinks, in attics under leaking roofs, on windows and walls where condensation collects, in closets, under wallpaper or carpet, and in your air conditioner. So those are the places where you should really make sure that you're looking for mold and making sure it's not growing there. Another important thing is make sure that you don't have too much cloth or plush items in your bathroom. So I'm thinking, for example, the plush toilet seats, the toilet seat cover, that can make growing mold a lot easier in your bathroom. So make sure to avoid anything like that. And of course, no carpeting in a bathroom. Most bathrooms don't have that, and it's usually against code, but if that's a problem that you have, make sure to contact your landlord, or if you're a homeowner, remove it yourself. So now we'll talk a little bit. Oh, we have a caller. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello, Rachel.
Hi.
How are you this evening?
Good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. It's a good thing what you're doing on TV to help these people with all the flu seasons that we got so badly this year.
Yes, definitely.
I want to get back to that mold situation you were talking about. Mm-hmm. The main killer for mold on any walls or anywhere in your washroom, or any time you see it discolored on your wall other than the color of the paint, bleach is really good to use to get rid of mold. Just wipe the wall with a good clean sponge, and that usually gets rid of the mold. As far as this year with the bad flu season, as you have plainly heard, we need Lysol. All kinds of Lysol. The spray, the wipes, the Lysol for the toilets, but mainly whenever you come in from going out from work all day, come home, wash your hands right away, get the little Clorox wipes, and just go around your house. So this way you don't affect anybody else in your home. Your children, your food, you, me. You're doing a good job, Rachel.
Thank you. What was your name again?
My name is Paula.
Thank you for calling, Paula. That's some great advice.
You're welcome. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good night, dear.
All right, thank you, Paula. And we are actually going to be going through a demonstration about how to make your own cleaning products, which this will actually help get rid of mold as well. And I know that Paula mentioned using bleach. If you're going to use bleach, number one, never mix it with ammonia, and number two, make sure that you're wearing gloves and a mask so you don't actually breathe in any of the bleach, the fumes that come off of the bleach. So we'll talk a little bit more about, that was actually a great time for Paula to call in, because now we're going to talk a little bit more about preventing mold. So one of the ways you can do that is to repair any leaks in your home, any leaks on your roof, walls, doors, or windows. Keep surfaces in your home clean and dry. Wipe up spills and overflows right away. Throw away any wet carpeting, cardboard boxes, insulation, or other things that have been wet for more than 2 days. And increase airflow in areas that you've seen mold in recently. Open closet doors and move furniture away from outside walls where mold is growing. So it's best to let air circulate in any area where there might be mold. Don't leave water in drip pans, basements, and air conditioners. Make sure you remove that water. After cleaning up mold, use a high-efficiency vacuum or an air cleaner that can help to get mold spores out of the air, because even after you clean up the mold, there might be still some spores floating around. And also cut down on the steam that you use in the bathroom while bathing or showering, and make sure that you're running a fan that's vented to the outside or open a window. And also run your fans when cooking. So controlling mold is really important for reducing asthma triggers and moist conditions that can create breathing issues. And it also reduces pest habitat when you're keeping your house nice and dry. And it also reduces the likelihood of paint peeling. And that's also a health concern if that paint is lead paint. So now we're going to go through a little bit more about how to clean mold. So first of all, like I said, protect yourself when you're cleaning the mold. Wear long sleeves and pants, shoes and socks, rubber gloves, and goggles to protect your eyes. Open a window and let fresh air in as you're cleaning up the mold. Throw away things like carpet or mattresses, wall board, which is also known as drywall, ceiling tile, insulation, or cardboard boxes that have been wet for more than 2 days. So cleaning up mold will, again, put the spores in the air, so it's important to wear something that's going to cover your face when you're cleaning. And make sure that when you're cleaning mold, keep small children and elderly people away, as well as anyone who may have allergies or asthma. So you can clean hard surfaces with a mixture of laundry detergent or dishwashing soap and water. And if you see an area of mold that is larger than 15 square feet, I would say maybe larger than 5, call in a professional, because that is quite a big job and you don't want to get sick while you're trying to clean up the mold. So now I'll talk a little bit about pests as well. So mold and pests are kind of related, because some of the conditions in a home that can lead to mold can also lead to pests. So I will go over that for just a little bit. So pests can trigger asthma and also carry disease. So often people think that pests are a sign of dirtiness, but really anyone can have them in their home. So if you do find pests in your home, please try to use non-toxic pesticide products and avoid products that are dangerous for your health, such as mothballs. Those can actually be pretty toxic. So most pesticides are poisons, and they're often poisonous to humans as well as the pests. So studies have linked some pesticides to immune system disorders and cancers, so as well as allergies. So it's best to stay away from any chemical pest control product if you can. So non-toxic solutions such as sprinkling borax, using baits and traps should be used to try to get control of the pest problem instead of the more toxic methods. So the best strategy to keep pests is to keep pests from coming into your house in the first place, so you don't have to use any of the methods to remove them. So easily, you just need to clean up food and spills right away, clean the kitchen regularly, sweep the floors regularly, rinse bottles before you recycle them, take out the garbage and recycling regularly, minimize clutter and paper piles, and carefully inspect all used furniture before you buy, because most bed bugs are actually carried into the home on used furniture. Now that doesn't mean don't go buy used furniture, just make sure that you give it a good look before you buy it. So also store food in tightly sealed containers so it won't be attractive to pests. They can actually get in there. Make sure that you're fixing plumbing leaks and drips, and seal cracks where roaches and other bugs hide or get into your home. And again, if you want to find out more information about keeping a healthy home and making the conditions in your home as healthy as possible, you can visit the National Center for Healthy Housing. So that's www.nchh.org. So now I'm going to go on to do a little demonstration on making your own cleaning products. And the reason that I'm doing this is because, number one, it's cheap. You can buy all of these things like baking soda and vinegar really cheap. And it's also really effective for cleaning, and you get so much of it, you can make cleaning products again and again rather than going back to the store and spending however many, $3, $4 on, a bottle like this, when you can use this stuff to make, maybe 20 bottles of this. So that's number one. And number two is that a lot of the cleaning products that you buy at the store have poisons in them. And there's been a lot of studies that have linked the normal cleaning products that you buy at the store to different diseases, and it can be especially bad for people with asthma. So if you're spraying the air with a lot of the store-bought cleaners, a lot of those chemicals can actually really irritate people with asthma. So the best way to know exactly what's in your cleaning products is to actually make them yourself. So I'm going to go over quickly a recipe for how to make your own all-purpose spray. So I'll go over the recipe first, and then I'll make it for you. So first, for the spray, you need 2 tablespoons of white vinegar and 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 2 cups of warm water. You can also add a couple of drops of essential oil. And I will also share with you a picture of the first time that I did this with L.U.C.H.A residents, residents at the Latin United Community Housing Association. We had some moms and kids come, and we had a lot of fun making our own cleaning supplies. It can actually be, it's not, a chore, it can actually be pretty fun to make this. So I'm going to go over really quickly how to make this. So first you need a bottle like this. Regular spray bottle. You can find this at the dollar store. You're also going to need baking soda, and I like to use a funnel so I don't drip stuff all over the place. So I am going to go ahead and put this funnel in, and the first ingredient is 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. So here we go with the vinegar. And tablespoon measure. I found this at the dollar store as well, so it's all really cheap to make. So 1, 2, and then it's time for the baking soda. Now, as many of you may know, baking soda has a chemical reaction with vinegar, so you want to be aware of that when you're mixing this stuff together. It can get a little bit bubbly, so make sure that you're not putting any more than 2 tablespoons of vinegar and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So here's the baking soda. You can see that? Putting it right in there. It's the easiest thing to make, and it's great for cleaning. It's a multi-purpose cleaner, so you can use it on countertops, you can even use it on the floor, you can use it on mirrors. Use it just in everyday life as you would an all-purpose cleaner from the store. So I can hear that fizzling in there, the vinegar and the baking soda, so I'm just going to shake that a little bit to let the reaction end. And after I make this spray, I'm going to go over with you the benefits of baking soda and vinegar and why they're so good to use for cleaning. So last but not least, we have some water. And I would fill this entire thing up with water. I don't have that much in the cup, but you can, it'll be good. So I'm just going to let that water fill it up a little bit more. Yeah, so I don't have any more water, but generally you should probably fill up the entire thing. And then this would be the time to add the essential oils if you have them. Essential oils come in many different smells. I like lavender and lemon because it makes it smell like the cleaning products you can buy at the store, but you know it's a lot healthier because you've made it yourself. So I'm just gonna put the top on here, shake it up, and voila! You have your homemade cleaning spray. So now I'm going to go over a little bit more about the benefits of these products and why they're so effective at cleaning. So first I'll talk about the cleaning benefits of vinegar. So vinegar is a natural disinfectant, so it will kill germs. Because it has a high acidity level, it also helps to loosen like mineral deposits and other dirt like lime and rust, and dissolve soap scum. So it's actually great for bathroom and kitchen cleaning. It's also useful for cutting through grease on ovens, cooktops, stoves, and grills, and it easily strips wax buildoff from wood floors. So it's really great to use as an all-purpose cleaner. In addition, a vinegar soak can help remove stains, such as coffee and tea, from kitchen sinks, cups, and coffee makers. And it's also useful for deodorizing and removing kitchen and bathroom odors as a simple spritz of vinegar water. You can just add vinegar and water together, spritz that in anywhere that may have a bad odor, and it'll help to get that odor away. And as far as baking soda goes, baking soda is also really good at absorbing odors and leaving a clean, fresh surface. So unlike air fresheners or candles, which actually cover up smells, baking soda actually absorbs those smells and takes them out of your home. So it's a better thing to use. And that's one of the reasons why people leave boxes of baking soda in their refrigerator, because it will actually soak up a lot of those bad odors. So baking soda, oh, we have a caller. Hello. Hello?
Hello, Rachel again.
Hi. Hi, Paula.
Yeah, good demonstration. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
One question with that concoction you made with the vinegar and the baking soda. Can you spray that on cloth like the couches or on the bed, or is that only for like hard surfaces in the washroom or what?
That's a really good question. I would recommend this only for hard surfaces.
Right.
It's not going to hurt to spray it on cloth, but it's really meant for like sort of hard surface cleaning.
And one more question, because I got the good countertops. I got the marble countertops.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to use that on that? Will it make it dull and take away the surface or anything? Or
no. All it's going to do is take away any dirt, oil, or grease that's on there. It's not harmful to countertops of any kind.
There you go. But you know what the main thing is, Rachel?
What?
Keep your house clean every day. Don't leave any dirty dishes in the sink. When you come in your house, I come from an old Italian family. We do not wear our shoes in our home, because on those shoes there's a lot of little diseases you pick up from the street, and you sit on the couch and blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, you're sick.
Yeah.
So those are just my little tips. You're a wonderful girl. Great demonstration. I hope we see you again sometime.
Thank you so much for calling, and I hope that you can use some of these recipes in your own home.
Hey, like I said, I'm Italian. I don't have those problems. I clean every 5 minutes.
All right.
Yes, Lysol wipes everything. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling. And I think that is, I'm being told we need to wrap up. So I hope that this was a really helpful demonstration for you all. And again, these are all things that can be found really easily at grocery stores and at the dollar store. And it's actually pretty fun to make them. And it's really fun to make your own scents if you do have those essential oils. It can be almost like using it as aromatherapy. Like when I spray with the cleaning spray that I make, I use a rose flavor or a rose scent, and it just makes the whole house smell really great. So cleaning can be fun if you're making it yourself and if you're using scents that you really like. So thank you very much.